Hi, Flo. We were hearing earlier today about how you had a message for the team when the season kind of reached its low point, 7-game losing streak. And what do you remember telling the team at that point that kind of turned this around into these 3 wins? So just what do you remember you wanted to get across to your players at that point in time, and how the players responded?
I think my message is I try to be consistent. I think I hope my message is the same every week. That we want to get better and improve in really all areas. That starts with our preparation, our understanding of what the opponent is trying to do to us, how we're trying to attack them. Getting into the scouting report, doing a good job in meetings and practice, and I think that's my message every week.
Barry?
Hi, Brian. I just was wondering if you had any updates on whether the Jamal Perry and Brennan Scarlett injuries are serious, and if you expect to have Devontae and Will Fuller available to practice and potentially play.
We're really kind of still waiting on tests. The guys who went down yesterday. I think some guys are still getting some of those tests. So I don't have all the information on. You mentioned Jamal and Scarlett. So when we have it, I'll get it to you. But they're still running some tests. As far as Devontae and Will, they're eligible. We'll see how this goes. Wednesday for Wednesday practice. Nothing definitive right now, though.
Thanks.
Joe?
Hey, Flo, good afternoon. I wanted to ask you about what went into the decision to move up Duke Johnson and not dress Savon Ahmed, and how you thought Duke did. Obviously, he got a chance there late in the game.
Yeah, Duke's been here a few weeks, kind of got his feet under him, had a little bit better understanding of, what we're trying to do offensively. Had been doing a good job in practice, so look, he's an experienced player. He's played a lot of ball in this league, and I thought he went in and played well yesterday. Got us positive yardage, was ready to go, and I was pleased with his performance.
Donovan?
Hey, what's going on, Coach Flo? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Can't complain, my man. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't get to see you between now and then. But speaking of Thanksgiving, I'm doing a story on Steven Rivera, and he mentioned, how thankful he was for you and the Miami Dolphins organization for allowing him to do what he does and does well, which is cut hair at the facility and whatnot. And he just mentioned, you being a fellow Honduran and whatnot, how much he appreciated you. So I just wanted to get your insight on that.
Well, Steve's one of my favorite people around here. Not just because he does a good job, with my haircut, but I think he's just a great overall human being. We've gotten to become friends over the last since I've been here. I think you go into the barbershop and there's a fellowship that happens in there, and a camaraderie in that environment. And he's someone who's a great listener. We've had some great conversations, and I'm glad to call him a friend.
Thank you.
David?
Hey, Flo. A lot of people have talked about, among the many goals you guys have for the last 6 or 7 games, to get a look at everything that Tua Tagovailoa can do as a quarterback. Yesterday, we got to see him rip a really long ball down the field. Is that something that you guys have wanted to incorporate more into his game? And did he sort of show people? Because there have been people who've questioned if Tua could do it. But I would imagine in the building, that wasn't a big surprise for you.
No, we know he can throw the ball down the field. It's all about the opportunity to do so in a game. Trying to create those opportunities with our play design and play calling. I think there's a timing element to it. You can get the exact look you're looking for, get the matchup you're looking for, an opportunity to push it down the field, get the protection you need to get it down the field. There's a lot of things that play into that. That showed up like yesterday, and we were able to connect.
Tua said on that play that he was going through his progressions, that he was looking for Gesicki and that he was able to look off. Is that something that's frequently designed in plays where you have a guy going deep as part of a progression if a play kind of breaks down at the line?
I mean, there's occasionally. I mean, I think you can, read the post safety, and if he's low, you throw it high. Sometimes where a cover 2 corner or a curl flat player is supposed to play low to high, high to low, and he doesn't, so you can get it behind him. Sometimes, deep third corners, sitting on a curl route or sitting on an in cut, and you can get it behind them. So I think oftentimes as you go through your progression, you expect to see a guy somewhere, and he's not there, and that's normally when you have an opportunity to go down the field.
Tim?
Brian, you guys just came off a road win, so obviously you guys can, when you've won on the road before, goes without saying, but the fact that you're home now for 5 weeks or something like that, what kind of an advantage can that be as you guys look to continue this surge? The fact that you don't have to, that everything will be very settled, that you won't have to travel. Can that be a help for you guys?
I mean, it's only a help if we prepare the right way, meet the right way, walk through the right way, practice the right way, and then go out there and execute against what's going to be some stiff competition. Definitely this week. This Carolina team, just taking a peek at them this morning. They're talented. They're fast. They got a lot of good players, so it's going to be a big challenge.
Thank you.
Alan?
Good afternoon, Brian. Barry asked you about Fuller and Parker. I wanted to ask you about the other 2 guys who are eligible to return from IR, Dieter and Brown, in terms of their level of readiness.
Again, like Fuller and Devontae, those guys are working every day to get back as quickly as possible. Definitely making a lot of progress. I try to take it one day at a time. So we've got a plan for really all these guys, and we'll see. We'll see if they'll be available Wednesday. I'm hopeful that we can get a couple guys back. There's a couple more things we need to get through before we can make those decisions.
Thank you.
Joe?
Flo, what if anything have you noticed about Jalen Phillips on Sunday, and then also kind of over the last 2-3 weeks?
What have I noticed?
Yeah, changed, improved.
Look, he's made a lot of improvements. Need to not have 15-yard penalties. I'll use this platform to make sure he understands that. But obviously, there's a lot of fire, a lot of intensity, a lot of energy. We got to channel that the right ways, which he's done most of the time, but not yesterday on one particular play. So I'll take this another opportunity to use this platform to tell Jalen, keep it poised.
Thank you.
Omar?
I wanted to ask you, I know you base practice and the changes on, injuries and the way you're feeling about the team, but there's been this message that the practices have improved. They've gotten crisper. Understanding is better. Do you think that has anything to do with maybe the Thursday walkthroughs and then Friday practice instead of maybe practice Wednesday, practice Thursday, walkthrough Friday? Do you see any kind of correlation with that? I know when the team was struggling, you were changing up a couple of things and experimenting.
Perhaps. I mean, I think And I think we always try to do what we feel is best for the team. The Wednesday practice, Thursday walkthrough, we've had a little bit of success with that. In other times where we've had different schedules. But at the end of the day, it's about our preparation and just getting a better understanding of how we want to play, and then being able to execute on Sunday. And look, whatever works best for the team is what I'll try to do, and that's likely how we'll go this week as well.
Yeah, if I could follow up on that. You've made the point that every team is different. Every team reacts and handles things differently. Every team has to be coached differently. How long do you think it takes you to kind of figure out the sort of the rhythms of the team that year?
I think you want to find out as quickly as possible. And I think, we're always, as a staff, we're always trying to do everything we can to, put the players in the best possible positions to have success. And always, hopefully, sooner than later, to answer your question.
All right, last question, Tim.
Ryan, since you wanted to use your platform for Jalen, I'll tee you back up on it. The 19 penalties in the last 2 games is the most under you in a 2-game span. How much of an emphasis across the board is that? I know it always is for you guys, but will there be a little more emphasis on that this week?
We've got to do a better job. We talk about it at length every week. The officials we're going to see, how we expect them to call it, how we got to adjust to the way, they're calling it within the game. And we're not doing a good enough job of that. They're calling pass interference, offensive pass interference. And we've got to, make an adjustment. Defensive pass interference, or holding, we got to make adjustments. We're not doing a good enough job. I got to do a better job of, in game, reminding these guys that we've got to we've got to limit the penalties. They're hurting us. So again, I'll use this platform to convey that message. I think they know that. Our guys know that. They understand it. But they're trying to play physical, trying to play aggressive, but we got to play smart also. So I'm not going to beat them down too much, Tim, even though that's what you're looking for.